Yo, what's up guys, Jake here, welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today we'll be doing some F1 2018, round 1 of the 2018 calendar. Now, I know the 2019 game's already out, and the 2019 IRL season is almost halfway through, but seems though I lost all my progress on that other account with the Toro Rosso. I think I made it to the Hungarian Grand Prix, but now we're going to be doing racing for Renault, and ignore the name for my character. So we'll just see how this season goes. This is the Australian Grand Prix qualifying. Let's go. So here we are, the opening corner for the Q1 for the Australian Grand Prix. I'm hoping to set a decent first lap to put a little less pressure on for the later times on in qualifying. Now I've decided to do full qualifying this time instead of one shot, just to add a little bit more intensity to the racing, or qualifying actually. So basically how it works is you'll have I think it's the top 15 that will go through in Q1 and will go into Q2. Then Q2 it will be the top 10 qualify, and if you're not in the top 10 then you get knocked out. Whatever place you finished in the Q2 will be where you start in the race. And then for Q3, which is the final qualifier, all the 10 drivers just fight to get the best places they can in Q3 basically. Now I was hoping to make it into Q3 just so I can get a positive top 10 start to open the season. I'm hoping that I can start ahead of some of the decent drivers, or if not, get a good start in the race, and knowing that I'm going to be one of the slowest drivers in the top 10, knowing that I'll be slower than the Ferraris, Red Bulls and Mercedes. I know that I'm going to be slower than them, but I'm still going to try my best to beat some of them. So here we go, on to the final straight, see what kind of lap we can get, and it will put us into P2, but as we know, not all drivers have crossed the line yet, so we'll see what pace it will put us into. I think that'll be a quick enough time to put us into Q2, but we'll have to see what kind of laps all the other drivers will pull. Now I did go out for a second time, I just didn't record me going out for the second time. I did try and set the best lap I could, but I just couldn't find the grip on the track. We did end up finishing P10, but we did go into Q2, which is the good thing. So we'll just have to see what kind of results and traction we can pull coming up into Q2, because if I don't have good enough traction, well, that little chicane I keep running off a little bit wide and not getting a very good execute out of the corner, well, that's going to go pretty wrong, because the grass track is quite close to the track. I've come really close, so if I just touch that, I'm just going to spin the car and go straight into the wall. So I'm going to have to look out for that, try not to get too much speed, but enough speed to still pull a decent lap. Hamilton and Verstappen are the first ones out for Q2, but I'm going to have to wait some time. Well, I'm accelerating time just so I don't have to wait. But yeah, I did have a fuel system fault, as it says on screen, but we will have enough time to set a few more laps and get into Q3 hopefully. Now my recording actually just stopped straight after I ended that last little bit, so I didn't record my laps in Q2, but we did actually get into P8, so pretty good for us. We're going to go into Q3 hopefully we can get decent, hoping we don't finish 10th like we just did then. Our teammate loses out, we start in P11. We only just survived Q2, but hoping to get better result, pushing tyres to the absolute max in Q3. And then I know I said I didn't want to burn out the tyres, but it's Q3, so all to play for. Best starting position, I guess. We go to opening lap for Q3, hoping we can get a pretty good time. So here we go, starting off the lap. pretty quick going across that line, so hopefully we can be quick finishing a lap across the line. I think that's Max Verstappen in front of us, so hopefully we can try and keep it with him, but I doubt it'll happen. The Red Bulls have quite a bit of a advantage over us with the power unit, but me having a little bit of skill hopefully will make up. Right in the crash trap there. That was pretty lucky of me to not spin it out then. Probably wasn't going quick enough or having a sharp enough turn out of it. I literally can't think of much to say during like commentating over laps. I've decided to like do it a little bit differently to my approach from last year. So instead of me like commentating as it goes, I like record me doing it without a mic, so I'm like listening to music, and then I do like voiceovers over it during editing. And for the race, you'll see I've done it hugely differently. So as you're seeing right now, this won't be what you're seeing during the race. I'll be doing it from a different camera view, and you won't just be focusing on me the whole race, because most of it I was just trying to catch other people. And you'll see different battles going on between other people. So kind of the camera switching between people, so you get a bigger perspective of what's going on during the race, and not just watching me going corner to corner to corner. Now I did actually finish this lap, I've just noticed. Pretty decent P4, we're ahead of Magnussen, behind Raikkonen. Purple through sector 1, which is pretty good. I don't think, even if I get purple through all of them, I just don't feel like I'm going to get the fastest lap. I don't know, we'll have to see whether I do. We do seem to be keeping up with Verstappen. I'm pretty sure it's Verstappen. 293 kph through the speed trap. I don't know what I was doing there trying to corner cut. I don't know whether I was going too fast, a little late on the braking, and had to cut the corner to prevent me from going on the grass and colliding with some of the gravel trap, and then hitting the wall. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't think it's going to do anything to my time. I still feel like I'm going to be far back from everyone else. I don't think I'm going to gain any positions. No, not what I didn't think so. So it's been a pretty decent Q3 so far. I turned to garage there, as you can see, and I think it was P4 that I was in, but that can quite easily change. Let's have a look. We are in P5. We got Max Verstappen in P10, but he's probably going to pull some amazing lap towards the end of qualifying. I just noticed Valtteri Bottas there, so I'm expecting a roughly 8th or 7th position start, because I will drop positions because those two will just annihilate my time. We're so close to being Kimi Raikkonen, so close, but it just wasn't quick enough. So hopefully we can be quicker in the race and get early start and get ahead of them, heading up into turn 1 and 2, and keeping that progress throughout the race. So here we are, race time for the Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix. 5 red lights. I'm going to be the first Renault for the team to cross the line, so hopefully we can get a good result, and away we go. Both Mercedes obviously on the 1-2. I'll be looking to gain a few positions heading up into the first few corners. Almost getting pushed off the track there by Alonso. A great start for Valtteri Bottas. Going to try and make a move on Kimi Raikkonen. A bit later on the braking, collided with Max Verstappen just a little bit. Almost getting spun round by him as well. So we're just going to try and push him off the track a little bit. Just kind of like, screw you, mate. And we're going to gain a little bit of ground from that. I only did that because he almost spun me out. So I kind of gave him no track room, squeezed him off the track, and then gained a little bit of ground from him. I knew that he was going to catch within a few laps, so I had to kind of get him ahead in the game and really try. So that's what I'll be doing for this race. Daniel Ricciardo, both Mercedes and what's his name, Sebastian Vettel, they're all just shot off from me. I knew that I wasn't going to keep up with them, so I was going to try and stay at my own pace, not take myself out, and just race the people behind me and not race who's in front of me, because I knew if I tried to try and catch up with them, then I'd just take myself out, because it's my first time driving the Renault, so not all control I'm going to have. But roughly the same gap between Daniel Ricciardo and me that I have with Max Verstappen and me. Still got a pretty decent gap. I know it's going to catch roughly towards the end of this lap, but I'm still going to try my best. Heading into the slow left-hander, here we go. Still keeping control of the car, riding the curb just a little bit, almost driving onto the grass, heading on the inside of that corner. Trying to stick to the racing line, trying to just keep as much pace as I can. Once they catch up, I will be going a bit more defensive. So I'm not too far behind Daniel Ricciardo, but I know for a fact that I'm not gaining. I'm saying to myself right now that I know I'm not gaining, but I know that the people behind me are gaining on me. So when they catch up, I'm going to go full defensive mode and just try not to let them through. Showing just a small highlight at the back of my car there you go. So you can see where they are behind me. Now this is just a replay of the race, so don't worry, I don't have some mega skill being able to drive by looking backwards. But you can see them behind me, really trying to just edge on and just try and catch up with me. Right behind me will be lap 3 so when we cross the line, DRS will be enabled. So heading up to, I think, the 3rd straight of the race, there will be the DRS zone, and Verstappen will be right on me. I'm trying to just have a look at the leaders here. Valtteri Bottas still has that strong lead from Hamilton. Hamilton had a okay stretch from Sebastian Vettel, no pressure at all, and Daniel Ricciardo struggling to keep up a little bit of the slowest car of all of the 3 teams there. Really been left behind there, but you can see Daniel Ricciardo just struggling so much to keep up with them, but he's still going to end up finishing a decent position, well, hopefully for his team and his home Grand Prix for the Australian man. Here on board with me now, they're right on my tail, so I know they're going to try and go for an overtake here, so I might have to go just a little bit defensive. Front rear wing here for Verstappen. He's going to try and go around the outside, just can't make it work. Really falls back a little bit. Now I've got Kimi Räikkönen on my tail. Marcus Ericsson is out the race, as you can see there, pulled off. A lot of sparks coming off the back of the Renault of Carlos Sainz and Kimi Räikkönen. Right on my tail, you can just about saw that he took a bit sharper of a turn than me. Just about getting a bit more speed, but just wasn't enough. They're going to be having DRS the whole way down the straight, so I'm going to have to play a little bit defensive here. Do I play defensive or do I not play? We'll have to see heading up into the corner. I go on the inside, as you can see, playing it defensive, keeping my line, not letting him have the inside track. Riding on the grass there, lose a lot of speed. He's going to go around the outside. Once again, I'm going to go on the inside, not letting any of them have the inside. I'm going to keep up the defence for that. Me forcing Kimi Räikkönen to have to go out wide lets Max Verstappen go up into that better position, and now we'll be trying to catch up and overtake me now. I don't know how many times I've said now during this commentating, but I've said it a lot. On board Max Verstappen, like I said, really getting closer and closer and closer. I think near here, I don't know what I was doing there, swerving on the track. I think near enough here, Max Verstappen just collides with Kimi Räikkönen and does something to his car. There you go, they collide and it just shuts off Kimi Räikkönen's car. And Kimi is just gone. He won't be any more troubles for us anymore. This is just between me and Kimi. I'm just there looking for Kimi Räikkönen, and he's just, like, his cars are gone. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. Don't know whether he rejoined, I just skipped past him. I don't know. There we go, home straight, leading on to the next lap. Max Verstappen, DRS enabled, ERS overtake mode, I would assume. Trying to just defend that a little bit. Pretty well done. He tries to sneak up on the inside. We don't touch, almost touch, but I do manage to get a bit better of an execute heading out the corner. Once again, defend the inside, not letting him have it. Trying to move the camera just so I can see what kind of movement he's got there. The rear tyre's almost going off the track there. I think there's this part where I see this thing on the screen. It's like, wait, what's that? And then I'm going through different teams, seeing what kind of ones they have. You'll see that just in the moment. But Max Verstappen trying to sneak up the inside there, but I just close the gap, just don't let him through. You can see he's getting really closer and closer, probably getting frustrated. And then there, you can just see me looking at different people's, I don't know what this is, rear diffuser? I don't know. But I'm just looking through, just seeing like, what the hell is this thing? I thought it was an exhaust at first, but I was like, nah, I don't think they have an exhaust that big. But yeah, literally just me for like a few seconds just doing that. And I'm still going, I'm still looking at them like, what the hell is this thing? But heading on to the home straight, Max Verstappen is going to have DRS, but I'm just joking. I actually forgot that we're going into the pits here. Now this is where I just completely lost my advantage, because me not investing very much money on my pit crew, obviously, Max Verstappen just launches away from me, and this literally pissed me off. My crew would not let me out, let Verstappen through, and I was like, well, that's it, my race is over, I can't catch him. I'm probably going to finish in this position now. So there you go, Max Verstappen drives off first, massive gap there. It was my crew just like, I don't know what they're doing, let him through, we're slow with the repairs, there's changing tyres, but they just couldn't get it done quick enough. So there, I'm just swapping cameras to see different drivers, because all you're going to see for me from now on is just driving, trying to chase Verstappen, but it never happens. I don't know, I think I was trying to look for the leader here. I was like, okay, I think it might be Lewis Hamilton. Lewis will be looking to get a win for the first race of the season, trying to get some good points probably. Come really close to the grass there, just a slight touch of that could really mess up your grip and could just spin you straight out. He's going to be looking to, most of these guys in front of him will be pitting soon, so he'll be looking not to get slowed down by them, and get some track on from Vettel and Bottas. The car in front just getting a little bit of grass on the tyres, not a very good execute from the corner, and very close wheel to wheel action there. Lewis will get the inside line and will get away very safely. On to the next car for him. I think it was Lewis that did end up winning this race, I'm not actually sure. I think it was one of the Mercedes. I think it might have been. But I don't know where my teammate is for most of this race. He's just by himself most of the time. There's the Ferrari, the person who will be racing for Ferrari in the 2019 season, which is now. Really getting close there. Just the guy, Leclerc, I think Leclerc from Monaco, literally locks up the brakes after Lewis just went past him, saying, "Fuck you, Monaco, Britain's coming through." I know Monaco's not actually a country, is it? Hang on a minute, let me Google this. No, Monaco's the track, but it's, hang on, it's Monte Carlo, I think. Monaco. I think Monaco is the country. Yeah, so yeah, Monaco is the country. So basically, Lewis is like, "Fuck you, Monaco, Britain's coming through." Squeezes him nearly off the track, and then Leclerc just, well, locks up the brakes and loses a lot of track position on Lewis. Even though he wasn't racing Lewis because he still had to pit, he was still going to try his best, but it just wasn't quick enough. One person there changing the front bumper, probably due to a little bit of contact with other drivers. I don't think it wasn't enough damage to cause him to go off the track, or for safety car or virtual safety car or yellow flags. Wasn't very much. There wasn't too much action going on during the race, but it was pretty. It was intense when I had that little battle with Verstappen and Raikkonen. It was pretty fun for then, but it just couldn't go on for too long. I think this is on board Lewis Hamilton. I think trying to chase down. I think that's Vettel in front of him. I don't know whether Vettel has to pit soon or he's already pitted, but got a better getaway from the pit, just like Verstappen did with his pit against me. Even though I went in first, Verstappen came out first. It was really frustrating for me because I was like, okay, I need to get a good pit and keep out in front of him, but my pit crew just like were found in a cereal box, so that wasn't going to happen. So this is Sebastian Vettel. If he hasn't pitted yet, that we could be seeing some rivalry between Vettel and Hamilton. I think I might have missed the overtake that Hamilton made on him, but we'll have to see. Flicking through different drivers, seeing who's trying to overtake who or battling who. Really, just like not too much going on in the race as of right now. Just everyone just going around the track, not really making too many overtakes or catching up to anyone. I know as of right now that this might be quite boring, just listening to me commentating over this, but you know, I don't know how else to do this because I didn't want to make the video too short. I just noticed it's going to be 22 minutes so far as of right now, so I don't know, I might have to cut back on a little bit of video. And I've just noticed this guy's helmet looks like a bowling ball because he's got the holes at the top. But yeah, I actually forgot to switch. It was at this part that I forgot to switch with this guy. So we'll see who. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute once I actually wake up. Now we can be watching. Literally, I was literally screaming at my TV when I was watching this. Just Kevin Magnussen having. I think it's it'd be Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Renault, and then Haas. Haas has the 5th quickest power unit in the F1 calendar, and yet they can't overtake one of the slowest cars out on track. So one of the slowest cars being slowed down by the slowest cars. Now, I'm literally just watching this right now and I'm just like, mate, make the overtake, come on mate, just what are you doing? I can't remember who was it that was racing for Toro Rosso in 2018. It was Pierre Gasly and Brendan Hartley. There you go. Pretty sure this is Brendan Hartley. Sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah. I don't know how he's not overtaking Brendan, but yeah. I mean, you can just see how slow it's going. Pretty sure I was going faster than this, and I was going slow. He's just been slowed down by the Williams, and just isn't trying to make any moves whatsoever. I think this probably can be like the 5 lap to go now. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, you'll see during the end, towards the end of the race, Roman Grosjean's catching up to me because I've put my car on lean mode, which is the first engine mode. I'm taking off ERS just to make sure that I actually get the car to the pits, well, to the end of the race. But there I am. Fernando Alonso, me and him almost had a collision as he was coming out the pit lane into turn 1. I had to go around the outside, but was having more speed. I was able to just get way better run off out of the corner and was able to get away from him. Now it does look like he's keeping up there, but he did actually end up, well, his car ended up taking up smoking, so yeah, you won't be seeing him for the rest of the race. And then this is just me basically for the rest of the race, just driving by myself, swapping between different cars. Nothing much really went on, no one was really overtaken, but as you can tell, literally here is just a small little time lapse of him, well, Kevin Magnussen, just trying to overtake Brendan Hartley. Like, even with ERS and DRS, literally he just can't. He's trying his best, but he literally just can't catch him. like, this is just like one of the saddest moments ever. Like, if I did a top 5 saddest moments ever, this would be in it, where Kevin Magnussen just can't catch a Williams driver or a Toro Rosso. Like, you're right behind them and you just can't catch them. But yeah, enough of that time lapse. Let's just cut to the end of the race where I crossed the line in P6. Here you go, the penultimate last corner in the Australian Grand Prix. Getting ready to cross the line there, changing camera, there you go. Literally kissing the wall, just tapping it. None of my teammates are there to celebrate me, so you know what, screw you guys. I've just done a huge race, like my first, like my F1 debut, my guys are just there like, cool, what mate. Not even there to celebrate me. Screw you guys, I might just wreck my car in Bahrain. But yeah, me and Roman Grosjean celebrating together. See you guys next time.